Welcome to Limerick Insider on limerick.ie, the monthly video news service updating you on the events happening in Limerick City and County. Here are the stories for September. The Limerick Grand Prix, which first took place 3/4 of a century ago, was recreated in style by Limerick Classic and Vintage Car Club recently. Pre-1940 sports and racing cars travelled the route of the original Grand Prix before assembling at Pery Square to the delight of car enthusiasts. Several of the cars which took part in the Limerick Round the Houses races of 1935, 1936 and 1938 took part, including the MG in which Andrew Hutchinson won the 1936 race.
Okay, so we're here today to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the Limerick Grand Prix races. The Grand Prix races were held in 1935, 1936 and 1938 around the streets of Limerick City. It's the only street circuit outside of Monte Carlo which remains intact, and as part of the Limerick Classic and Vintage Car Club, we decided over the past couple of years that we'd love to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the event. A couple of us got together and started doing some research on the races, and we put together an event to try and invite back some of the sports and racing cars of the 1930s back to Limerick to celebrate the event with us. So we worked with the local city council and the Gardaí, and we organised road closures, and we've done a couple of laps of the original circuit today, and the cars are here now today on display in Pery Square for the afternoon. We have a display of photographs, memorabilia and video footage of the original races on display in number 2 Pery Square. We've got a band playing in the park later on. We've got a harvest fair, so it's a good day out for all the family and a free day out. So Limerick needs a bit of good PR, and I think this is the type of thing that helps with the name for the city, you know.
Limerick Pride 2011 celebrated recognition of gay, lesbian, bisexual and transgendered identity this month with a week-long series of events. Now in its 10th year, the festival kicked off with a firework display at Howley's Quay. Other events included a barbecue, roller disco, comedy night and music in some of the city's bars and clubs. Mr Gay Limerick and Miss Gay Ireland were held in Dolan's over 2 nights, while the festival culminated in the Pride Parade, after party and Mardi Gras.
Oh, it's been absolutely amazing. I was there at the front of the parade on the motorbike, and every time we turned a corner, I looked behind me and I could see all of the colours all the way down. I mean, there's so many people here, there's so much costumes, and everybody seems really happy, and there's groups of people who've come in from Clare, and they've done synchronised dances and things with balls with streamers on them and stuff. And it's just it's wonderful, the kind of effort that everybody's gone to just for one little walk down the street.
An extravaganza of live music and family entertainment brought a party atmosphere to Newcastlewest this month for Westfest 2011. The centrepiece of the festival was a specially erected gig rig in the square opposite Desmond Castle, which featured headline act Monday and up-and-coming Limerick band Hermitage Green, amongst others.
Yeah, last night's concert, the Gardaí estimate there was about 6,000 to 7,000 people around the square in Newcastlewest, with no incidences. Friday night was extremely great. The Knights put on a great performance on the stage, and we're looking forward to that again tonight.
A number of fun events such as a stretcher race, rubber duck race and a rodeo competition also took place over the weekend festival. Westfest was sponsored by Heineken, Palace Foods and Ballygown, as well as a host of small traders in the town. Scottish dance supremo Calvin Harris came to Limerick's Big Top at the Milk Market this month as part of the Guinness Arthur's Day celebrations. Harris performed alongside high-profile acts like British chart toppers The Feeling, Irish trad musician Sharon Shannon and up-and-coming Irish band Roy Seven. In addition to the gigs at the Big Top, the performers made special surprise appearances at a number of pubs in Limerick City. A special toast to Arthur was made in bars across the city and county at 1 minute to 6 or 17:59, commemorating the founder of the famous Irish beverage.
To Arthur!
Limerick's cultural venues threw open their doors for free recently as part of the nationwide initiative Culture Night. Hundreds of people took to the streets to engage with the city's museums, theatres, libraries and galleries. Practical workshops for adults and children were held across the city, with a silkscreen printing workshop at Limerick Printmakers proving very popular. Another popular event took place on Thomas Street, where Limerick Tango hosted 2-hour-long dance classes. Limerick City Council Arts Officer Sheila Deegan was encouraged by the number of people who came out to sample local culture.
2011 Limerick City Culture Night is the 4th year that Limerick has been participating in what has become now a national annual event. This year, for example, there are 30 cities and counties participating, and Limerick City is delighted to be part of it. We have grown from our first year of 14 venues to 26 venues this year, which just goes to show that every year it is possible to actually experience something new in Limerick City in relation to culture. In Limerick we have everything from traditional Irish music in Conradh na Gaeilge to Latin American tango. So I think that it represents a broad spectrum. Also the idea is because very often I hear people saying, oh, I pass the Hunt Museum every day, I pass the castle every day and I've never gone in. And this is actually an opportunity for you to be welcome in those places with your friends, with your family. It is a very family friendly event and we want people to cross that threshold and come in so that they can actually be proud and invest in the future of Limerick through culture.
Stay tuned for next month's edition of Limerick Insider, which will feature a host of Limerick events, including the Outbreak Festival, where zombies ran amok through the city streets. For more information on these and other great events happening in Limerick City and County, check out www.limerick.ie.